Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm drawing just a thing that I like to call whatever I like, which is typically how I do things. So if you don't like how I do things, you know, maybe this isn't the video for you. I don't know, but I drew something super sick, and I'm sure it is actually for you. So yeah, don't leave, please. But I'm drawing like a sci-fi-ish, robot-ish, experiment, sciencey weirdness, science fiction. It's sci-fi, but like, because I was inspired, because I have been watching a fair amount of Star Wars recently. I don't know, I've said it before, but I love Star Wars, and it constantly inspires me every time I start watching it. But I drew this thing, and I was like kind of going for like a scary horror vibe with it. Like he's strung like with strings, and he's kind of like a robot, half like organic matter being, and he's like being fueled by these wires that are hanging from the ceiling, and he's kind of just limp. And I was trying to make it like you walk into a room and it's just dark, but then you see the glow, the green glow coming from his chest, and you realize you're in danger. But that's kind of the vibe I was going with this drawing. Other than that, not hugely reasoned, but I will let you in on like a little story I have been designing that this guy isn't necessarily in, but he could be, which is, to be honest, it's not that put together yet, but like I was kind of wanting it to be sci-fi-ish, like Star Wars, because I'm literally just ripping off Star Wars. But I was thinking several different ideas thrown around. I was thinking like maybe there's like a group of like ex-soldiers or mercenaries or bounty hunters or something, and like they're each kind of different. Like there's one that's just a human, and then there's one that's a robot, and then there's one that's kind of like a genetic hybrid type deal. And then now that I'm saying this out loud, it kind of sounds like Guardians of the Galaxy, actually, which is good, kind of, because that means I'm not directly taking it from Star Wars. But then there's another guy that's like, it's like just cosmic power. Like he's like got this chest plate thing, and then like he just kind of, all of his like his limbs, his head and his legs is just like cosmic. Like it looks kind of like the galaxy, but he's the galaxy. It's weird. But that there's like the four people, right? And then they kind of just do stuff. And then another idea I had was in this world there. Dang it. It's funny because like I came up with all this independent of Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously because I was inspired by Star Wars. But now that I'm saying it out loud, it does sound a lot like Guardians of the Galaxy. But basically there are these giants, which aren't, it kind of makes me think of like Celestials or whatever, those things that like wipe out planets in Guardians of the Galaxy. But they're not like super powerful. They're just huge. And like people will like build freaking cities on them, and they'll just kind of like live on these giants. Like they're big giants, not regular giants. They're huge. Like you can see them from space on the planet. And people like they're like mountains basically, but they're people or living things. They're not necessarily people, but people like live on them. And like most people like can't even tell that they're on a freaking giant, especially because it moves so slow, because like the bigger you are, the slower you move, because your nerve endings take longer to transmit signals. I actually have no idea if that's the thing, but I know that's something. But anyway, so they live on these giants, and then these guys are like kind of like, I don't know what they are, but there's some kind of like fighting thing, like bounty hunters, mercenaries, ex-soldiers, regular soldiers, I don't know. But they do these things for money, like, get odd jobs and stuff. And I feel like they would all have like these strange personalities. Like I was thinking of a lot of like personalities for the robot, because I love messing around with like robot personalities, because it's funny when they act like humans. Like I was thinking he could have like an alcohol addiction, the robot, and then they're just like, but you can't even drink alcohol, and he's just like, oh, I know. I think that'd be hilarious. And I was also thinking like, I don't know, anytime someone like, because I was washing the dishes earlier today, and this is just funny, and I was thinking about this story because that's literally what I do. My lifestyle is thinking about stories. And I was washing the dishes, and I was like, what if like this scene happened where like these guys were having to wash dishes, and then this one guy, like the person, had to wash the dishes, and he was like, why doesn't the robot wash dishes? And the robot's just like, nah, I'm H2O intolerant, because he's allergic to water, but it's because he's a robot, Or I was thinking like, like that kind of dumb stuff is what I was thinking. So like they would all have these weird, personalities. I feel like the cosmic guy would have like a power complex, because he's just freaking the galaxy basically, and so he's like really prideful, and like thinks he's the stuff, and I guess he would be the stuff kind of, but like because he's so prideful, he's not like necessarily the stuff. And you know, they would have to work through these things. Like he would have to learn to be less, you know, prideful and like, you know, blah blah blah. The person might have this thing where like he feels he feels inferior to everybody because he's just a person, but then he like learns that even, you know, humans can do the thing. Maybe humans have the heart or whatever. I don't know. That's kind of dumb, but you know, like all this kind of stuff. Like they can work through it. They also might have to like friggin' like maybe one of the giants, because like I assume the giants are kind of just roaming around doing their stuff. Like they're not really dangerous, but maybe there's this one giant that decides to friggin', you know, take down the, like they decide to do something bad, and then these guys are like have to take it down or something through random courses of events, because obviously like they'd probably get some kind of military to take it down, but then they fail, and then these guys would have to do it, but it'd be like, why would these guys have to do it? Because they're just kind of ordinary guys. But anyway, oh, I'm out of breath. Whew. I've been having that story built up like inside me, and I haven't been able to speak it, so I figured this would be a great thing. But anyway, I was thinking, you know, maybe this guy's in the story, but like he might be, maybe this is the giant, but it couldn't be the giant because I don't know. But anyway, you can see like he's kind of like metal and like green stuff, but then he's got his brain and like other stuff. But here's where it starts getting good, because I do lighting and stuff, and I'm a legend at lighting, which is not technically the truth, but I am very good, I would like to say, but maybe not, I don't know. But so maybe, you know, this guy's in the story. Maybe this guy is like a bad guy. Maybe like he's being controlled by the bad guy. Maybe he's like the bad guy's puppet. Maybe he is the bad guy. I don't know. You know, stuff. Maybe this is like an experiment to like create the juices to mind control a giant, so the actual bad guy can control the giant and like have ultimate power. Possibly a thing, I don't know. But basically, you know, that's kind of the mind of me. I'm like constantly trying to come up with ideas and stuff, and I can do it on the fly. Sometimes I'll do it really good, sometimes I'll do it really bad, I don't know. I'm just kind of all over the place. But I haven't talked at all about this drawing because, well, I don't know. This is kind of just a sci-fi episode where I just talk about sci-fi stuff. This is just a drawing I drew, and now I'm talking about sci-fi stuff. But, you know, I just finished up the lighting here. And if you like the story idea, let me know. Like, comment. I love that. Keep going, because I need inspiration, because normally I just have ideas, no one says anything about it, and the story just dies. But, like, hey, if you like it, let me know. And if you think it's too much like Star Wars or Guardians of the Galaxy, let me know so I can change it. If it's not too much, then that's great. But yes, give me some emotional feedback. I need it. And if you guys do like it, maybe I'll make a video on like drawing one of these characters or not. But you know, I don't know. If you guys like it, let me know, because I need the support. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, this is the end of it. Because, you know, if you enjoyed it, that's sad because it's over. But subscribe, like, don't hit the bell, comment if you liked the story idea or the drawing or the video or anything. Just, you know what, freaking comment. I don't even care if you just comment, dude. That's just, you do that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out these other videos, because they are equally as amazing as this one. Even if this one is not that amazing, they're better. I don't know if what I said made sense, so I'll see you later.